So student, in this chapter we will discuss some more about the some terrestrial habitat. Some terrestrial habitat earlier we had already clear that terrestrial, it means those plant, those animal who are habitual to live on the land are known as terrestrial habitat. Okay. So means what kinds of animal, what kinds of plants we can see in the desert. Okay. As you know students, the desert places are very hot during daytime but very cold at night. Okay, and you know that the large amount of plants and animals also survive in the desert places. For example, you can see that the rats, snakes, camel, etc. are the example of terrestrial habitat in animal. But the cactus and you know the some typical plants also grow in the terrestrial habitat in the desert places. Okay, so as you know that the camel, due to having the long leg, camel their body is just keep away from the hot sand. Okay, they can prevent their body from the heating. Okay, and the rat and snake also habitual, also adopted their life into the desert places. Okay, and you know very well about the cactus having the spines over the surface of their body. Okay, what will happen with this? Tell me. Cactus having the spines, that it is not having the leaf. Okay, it is not having the leaf because desert places there is a very very lows, very little water through the transpiration. As you know, it lost their water with the help of transpiration process, and the leaves in the desert plants are either absent or you can say the very small or tiny leaf you can see. Okay, which helps in the reducing loss of water from the leaves through the transpiration, and the leaf like structures you can see in the cactus. So, and you know the photosynthesis in this type of plant is usually carried out by the stem, and such type of plants having the long root by which they can absorb the water from that side where the probability of water getting. Okay. So, such types of, you can see the examples of some more terrestrial habitat which you can see in the desert places. Now we will move towards some mountain regions. Okay. So student, what will happen in the mountain habitat? Some terrestrial habitat are usually seen in the mountain habitat. Which kinds of symptoms you can see here? So these habitat are very cold and windy. Okay, and as we move in a higher places, the temperature will decrease. Okay, and you will see that in some areas snowfall may take place in winter season. Okay, so in this type of mountain habitat, how the plants, how the animal can survive. Let's have a look about how the plants, how the animals can survive in a mountain habitat. Okay. So students, in some terrestrial habitat in this chapter we have already cleared to most of the points. Okay, so how the adaptation in plant will be occur in the mountain region. Okay, as you know that in mountain places the places are very cold. Okay, sometimes there will be snowfall. Okay, so trees are cone shaped. Trees are cone shaped and have sloping branches. Have sloping means downward. Their branches are moved towards downside. Okay, and you know the leaves are needle like structures. Leaves having the needle like structures which helps the rainwater and snow to slide off easily. Okay, by which if the rainfall will be there, they can easily move towards downside. Okay, they easily moves to downside easily. Okay, so they slide off by the help of, means the structures of this type of plant is sloping. Okay, and having the cone shaped or sloping branches by which the rainfall as well as the snow can easily slide off. Get it my point? So by this they can adopt the, means their life. Okay, in the case of plant. So now we will move to, and you know the best example you can see the pine tree. Okay, the structures of pine tree you can see. Okay, so by this type of habitual they can adopt their life in the mountain region. Okay, now we will move towards how the adaptation in animal will occur. Okay, so student, how the adaptation will occur in animals. So as you know that the mountain region having very cold places. Okay, so what will happen with the animal? You know that they have thick fur all over the body. They have thick fur all over the body by which with the help of thick fur their body cannot expel out the heat from the body, which is given by the body. Okay, so what will be the example? You can see that the yak, mountain goat and the snow leopard. Okay, is it clear to all? Animals living in mountain regions are also adapted to the conditions. They have the thick skin, or you can say the fur, to protect them from the cold. What will be the examples? I have given you. The yaks have long hair to keep them warm. Okay, snow leopard has thick fur on its body surface. Okay, and the including feet and toes also. Okay, which protect its feet from the cold. Is it clear to all? And as you know, the mountain goat has strong hoofs. The mountain goat has strong hoofs for running up the rocking slope of the mountain. Okay, and that the students, as we move up towards the mountainous region, the surrounding change, and we see the different kinds of adaptation at the different height. Is it clear to all? So let's move towards something more in this chapter. Okay, thank you for watching this video.